from the tree.
Whoop, whoop, coconuts.
And pineapple. And some rum. It's all good.
No. You put the lime in the coconut.
Drink and balled up. Right, let me know when you're drunk.
Okay, that'll be a start.
Right.
Hey, oh, drunk blokes. Hey, oh, drunk blokes. Hey, oh, drunk blokes. Hey, oh, drunk blokes. They can't walk in a straight line. Their money's in a tight bind. They're driving round the coastline. Damn drunk blokes. They're drinking in the backseat. They're generating bullshit. They're puking on the carpet. Damn drunk blokes. Hey, oh, let's go. Climbing to the back now. Where they're going, we don't know. They're all boozed up and ready to go. They can't walk in a straight line. The glove box full of cheap wine. They're hammered out of their minds. Damn drunk blokes. They're drinking in the backseat. They're generating bullshit. They're puking on the carpet. Damn drunk blokes. Hey, oh, let's go. Climbing to the back now. Where they're going, we don't know. They're all boozed up and ready to go. They can't walk in a straight line. The glove looks full of cheap wine. They're hammered out of their minds. Damn drunk blokes. They're drinking in the backseat. They're generating bullshit. They're puking on the carpet. Damn drunk blokes. Hey, oh, drunk blokes. Hey, oh, drunk blokes. Hey, oh, drunk blokes. Hey, oh, drunk blokes.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the studio. This is Dem Drunk Blokes across the magical world of the internet. I am joined today by...
Hello, it's Dalek here, everybody. At the Voice of Sex on Twitter. If you want me to come and fill your holes with my magic.
And I also have with me today...
Hi, I'm Angelique, Girl Bookworm on Twitter. I make no such promises.
Today we've got a very special interview all about Animal Crossing. Not something I am well versed in, but I'm sure if you've been following Dalek on Twitter and Angelique, you would have seen much screenshots and things about eggs. Without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Angelique and let her explain exactly what Animal Crossing is and why everybody should be playing it.
Hello, and welcome to Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing. What is it? Well,
it's a virtual doll's house.
It is. It's the bestest, most wonderfulest thing. It's nice and calm and relaxing. Basically, you make an avatar of yourself and then you bugger off to an island to restart your life. And let's be honest, that is the dream of all adults. But when you get there, you swiftly realise that the evil Mr. Nook is actually just brought you there for slave labour. And you must toil away day and night to earn the sweet, sweet bells to pay off your mortgage. So it gets a bit dark. But it's...
This one in particular does.
Yeah.
I mean, the hook of the series has always been that you move to an idyllic location and then this fucking raccoon basically enslaves you with a mortgage. But they're really leaning into the joke with this one, aren't they?
Yeah, he is. He is super evil.
The hook of this game is that he sells you a holiday package, and it soon becomes quite obvious that you are actually paying him to work for him.
Yeah, becomes some weird pyramid scheme. where he's like, we should bring more people to the island. How about you pay me 10,000 bells, and in reward, I'll give you 1,000 miles.
Miles.
Yeah, I think weird pyramid scheme is simply called capitalism, love.
Yes.
just enough already, Dalek. We know your views. It seems like a good scheme to me. I mean, why am I not doing this? Like, why am I not this raccoon-faced dictator of all internet purveyors?
Yeah. He is genius.
More like Rack June. Am I right? Oh no, wait, I can't say that. Can I? He's not a raccoon. He's a tanuki. More like Tan-Ju-ki.
All right, bring the racism on early. I mean,
I'm actually of Jewish descent, so I'm allowed to say things like that. Not only that, I'm descended from Levites, and we're immune to the Passover. So up your bum.
Yeah. All right, go and eat your matzah and enjoy. Well, you don't have to.
I have no idea if that's true or not, by the way. But I did read somewhere that because the Levites are basically like the civil servants of the tribes, then the angel of death leaves them alone. Sort of like with the frontline workers.
Yeah. That's pretty much what I'm hired to do on a daily basis. Anyway, off of religion and all its weird tropes, can we get back to the weird capitalist system of an island where you get paid in bells?
Yes. Yes, please, let us. So, yes, Mr. Nook and his... are they his sons or his nephews?
What is going on there? Are they his child labour?
I don't know. Timmy and Tommy. I'm not sure if they're okay. But you can't ask them. There's no option to say, hey, Timmy,
yes.
Tommy, are you okay?
Are you okay? Has anybody checked?
Yeah, because I'm not sure they are. They're repeating each other and they're always clinging to each other. There's something going on there.
There's some kind of learned behaviour there, isn't there?
Yeah, and I'm worried for them.
Right, so hang on, let me get this straight. This game that everyone loves, where they escape their real life, they go to an idyllic place, enslave... It's a cult, right? It's Cult Simulator 2020, or am I wrong?
100%. The amount of time I personally have put into it, it's definitely a cult. For me, as well as my avatar.
I mean, Dalek, you've got some insight on cults, no?
Yes, I've worked with cult survivors.
So, do you not think you're being sucked into the Nintendo cult here?
Yes.
Anything more to say?
Do you think you're an alcoholic, Bumba?
Oh, do I think I am? No. I can stop whenever I want.
I just don't want to.
Exactly.
People say, do you have a drink problem? I say, it's not a problem.
Exactly. It all goes down the right hole. I don't throw it over my face. It's all cushy. Right.
You know when you've had enough, when you lean forward and it comes out of your mouth. And that happens because your body has filled up from your feet upwards. Now, some people call it being sick, but I know better.
So far, what we've got of an explanation of the game is you go to an island, you get a mortgage for bells. I mean, do you have to have cash to get the bells? I mean, how do you get these bells to start with?
You sell things. So you catch bugs and you do fishing and you sell them to Timmy and Tommy. Or you harvest the fruit of your island and you sell it to Timmy and Tommy. And then you basically put it back into the Nook franchise, as it were.
Oh, God, I remember back in the day playing this on the GameCube in Japanese before this game was actually in English. Me and the ex playing it, and we discovered that when it rained, the coelacanths came out.
Yeah.
And this was back in the day, but back before the stalk market was introduced to the game. And all of a sudden there were these fish that you could sell for 20 grand a pop. Oh, that was a good day.
Oh,
I caught 6 of those in a row the other day.
Was it raining?
It was raining. It had been thunder and lightning, and it was late at night, and I was just standing on the pier, and they just kept swarming. So I put one in my museum and then sold 5 of them. And I was like,
One in your museum? What kind of animal are you? Surely it needs a partner.
just one, just the one.
Just one lonely ass fish.
Yeah, blabbers will not take more than one.
It's an animal village.
Yeah,
And
blabbers is not
you've got
interesting.
a museum where you put animals in it, and the museum is run by an animal. It's best not to analyse it too much. I mean, I got some kitty litter and a pet food bowl out of the shop in a game where, like, cats are my neighbours.
Sending a dark message. I mean, this game sounds awful. I mean, not, like, try and sell it to me. Don't put me off of it.
No, these are the best bits about it.
Yeah, it's the most comforting thing in the universe.
It's so nice. Like, so I play it. When I wake up before I start work, which is from home. So before I walk down the stairs, in bed, I play for like 45 minutes, just running around, hitting some rocks and catching some bugs and doing all the morning tasks. And then I put it down.
Well,
And then I pick it up at night when it's dark because new things happen.
Well, that just sounds like my daily routine. I get up, I punch some rocks, put my shoes on, and I go to work. Like, why are you playing
but
a
you
game
can't
for
go
this?
out at the moment, so there's no rock punching whilst you're indoors.
Well, there is, because
This
that's where the rocks
satisfies
are.
that need.
Unfortunately, I think me and Dalek are considered key workers, so we are both working outside in the wilderness. And
Let me put it this way.
Do you punch
Okay.
rocks on the way to work?
punch as much things as I can on the way to work. How do you think I can get through a day?
Pumbaa, let me explain it to you like this. I bang on about capitalism stealing the value of our labour like a broken record of a 1980s Ben Elton routine. But at the end of the day, if there were a revolution tomorrow, I wouldn't participate because it would mean I can't get like a 7-inch smartphone for £100 or Haagen-Dazs for £2.50. And that's Animal Crossing.
So,
Yes, it is objectively the most awful thing, but it's comfortable.
Yeah. And you have residents, and your residents are lovely most of the time.
So let me get this straight. So you get to an island. It's a deserted island?
Yes.
Apart from the Tanuki Tom Nook.
So, yeah, Mr. Nook takes you to this island. It's just you and Nookie and the Nookie son/nephews.
Yeah, it seems a bit... First of all, to get to that situation, seems like you said yes to the candy in the back of the van. So,
100%.
So
He's having a real bad time, and candy sounded good.
So you get to an island where it's very pretty. I've seen the pictures. It looks a pretty game. It's little chibi-esque thing.
The only way I think they could have improved the graphics this time around is by putting a slightly fuzzy filter over things to make things look a bit like, I don't know, Yoshi's Woolly World.
So that you're a little bit drunk as
give
you're
it-
playing.
Give everything a little bit of a Sylvanian Families flocking style.
Oh, I think that's why I love it so much. I loved Sylvanian Families. Oh,
I used to trade Sylvanian Families.
trade them.
They was too
Oh, yeah,
expensive for us.
I would buy I'd go to Finsbury Park, to the Sylvanian shop, and buy all the exclusives there, and we'd flog them to the Japanese who couldn't get them. And then we'd go over to Japan with the money that we made from all of this. We'd go to Kokabunji to the Sylvanian restaurant,
Yeah.
and we would buy all the exclusives there, bring them back in a suitcase, and flog them to the English, and thus our holidays paid for themselves.
Damn
That's
it.
pretty cool.
I missed out on so much. I lived there
Yeah,
for 4
I
years.
I'm a really bad
canal boat.
socialist, aren't I?
I bought the canal boat and the lockkeeper's cabin, and I was happy with those. I also had a hedgehog family, and my granddad made me a Sylvanian family dollhouse for them to live in, and that I didn't. That was my joy.
Right, so
Like
basically
that
we're
shop.
talking... the 2020 version of Sylvanian Families is available on Switch. Right,
Yes.
that's where we've got to. Right. The story sounds terrifying and horrible.
Yes.
But could we have some idea of the mechanics of the game? I understand you sell shit that you find to this evil dictator. He gives you some moderate currency, which you then give to his sons to buy other stuff. But what kind of things do you buy? Or what kind of games do you have to go through to actually get them items or in the first place? I'm taking it's like mini games or something like that.
Let's deal with. There's no mini games in it. We'll deal with those questions one at a time. First of all, what do you have to do to get the money? Originally, it was you find junk lying around, you pick up seashells, you catch bugs, you catch fish and so forth. And you pick for the fruit that grows on your island and sell them to him. Now, the first big gameplay mechanic is that each village has a different native fruit. And these sell for about 100 at the shop. But if you can get one from a different village, that's classed as an exotic fruit, and that sells for 500. Now, back in the day, this was
getting another fruit.
There was no online play.
Yeah.
So you would have to wait for one to wash up on your shore, like a random cherry or something. Then you plant this, and in 3 days of real time, not game time, this grows into a tree of 3 cherries, and then you plant these 3 cherries, and then you keep going until the whole island is covered in cherries, and then before long you've got an island which gives you a yield of about 500,000 bells worth of fruit per week. And also, you can't dig anything up because you can't see the fucking ground anymore. That's how all my Animal Crossing towns go. Now, these days, if you can't access the internet, or for some reason you have no friends, I know, right? Imagine. They've introduced a new feature which is referred to by fans as Mystery Islands. Mm-hmm. And basically, for 2,000... sorry. For 2,000 Nook miles, which is the reward system in the game, you could have a new, completely random island generated for you. And that has a chance of resources that are not native to your island spawning.
I've never had that.
You've never, got another island?
It's always peaches, and it's always lily flowers. I'm like, I don't want peaches, and I don't want lilies. I haven't got any roses. I want some roses.
Oh, I went to someone's island and they had roses the other day. I've got 50 bags of them in my storage. You can have some off me.
Yay, come to my island. I'm building paths.
Okay, so that seems to be the new key of the game, right? Some online trading shit. So we're talking 4x.
After a couple of iterations of the game, they added this pig.
I'm going to get a drink.
Called Jones, who would turn up on Sundays and sell you turnips. Now, you buy the turnips on a Sunday, and every day the price that you sell them to the baby raccoons, who we're still fairly concerned for.
Yeah.
For a random price. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon.
Just going into Nook's cranny now to see what the price is. Yes, I'm playing it as we talk.
And this is, I should be playing it as well. Let me turn my Switch on.
Yeah. Current price is 57 bells.
Sal Jones and her stalk market.
Yes.
57
bells. These Nook boys.
Going to be around to react to that joke. You got anything good in your shop at the moment?
Pardon?
Have you got anything good in your shop at the moment?
No. My shop is just always rubbish. I don't spend very much money there, to be honest. I spend all of my money in the Able Sisters. Today I bought a wizard robe and a wizard hat.
Oh.
But it's a really tatty wizard hat, so I feel like I'm Rincewind from the Discworld.
I put on my robe and wizard's hat.
But yeah, it's always got like really girly things in it. Like it's always like a toy. At the moment, there's a toy box and there's a teddy bear. And it's like, no, I don't want those. I want
those kinds of girly toys.
Like it just feels like they're always pink and they're always like cutesy. And I'm like, I don't want cutesy things.
Meaning for a moment there. I always buy dolls when they're in the shop because I want a super creepy house. Eventually,
yeah, I did see someone's picture. They put them all up in like the woods, and then took loads of really dark photos of them. And I was like, "That's horrible! Like, I don't want to come to your island."
Somebody ought to send those pictures to Nick Nocturne. He'd love that. My turnip prices are 64 bells at the moment.
They were 178 earlier on this morning, and I thought, no, I can go higher.
No, God, you idiot.
I know! I'm so stupid. Now they're at 57. Tomorrow they'll be way better. I can feel it.
It depends. What pattern are you on?
Pardon?
What pattern are you on? What pricing pattern are you on?
I have no idea.
Right, there are 4 patterns for the bell prices.
Oh.
One is that they start low and get worse. The second pattern is that they will start low and then in the middle of the week they will have a large spike consisting of 3 rises. The third pattern is that they will start low, they will fall, and then they will have a moderate spike consisting of 4 rises. And the fourth pattern, the most potentially valuable one, is that your prices will be completely random every day.
I think mine might be random because I've not noticed any sort of pattern with them. Like sometimes they're high in the morning, sometimes they're low in the morning, sometimes they're high in the evening. And
you shall have to keep us all informed of that then.
Yeah,
because if they're random, they can go as high as 800.
Woo! Well, fingers crossed for tomorrow. Because I have failed.
This is the first Animal Crossing with proper access to the internet. People are waiting like hours in line to get into the villages of people who have got the good prices. I paid somebody double commission the other day to get into a village that was selling them for over 400. And I'll do it again, you hear me?
Right. Hang on.
Crazy.
Hang on. Right. So, hang on. Sorry. You just described a complete stock exchange pattern spike, right? Onto general 4 corners. So, future products, general resources, day-to-day life, and completely random being the actual market itself. And that is all built into this game.
Just in this one thing, selling your turnips.
Selling turnips.
And you have to sell them before the next Sunday, otherwise they go rotten and they're worth nothing.
Like, this is just trading you to be the ultimate fucking capitalist, no? Like, this is what... Again, Dalek, why do you like it so much?
Because it's cute.
Because it's nice.
Because it's nice.
It is nice.
Okay, so I think we got away from the actual, like, that was the mechanics of it, the trading. So I understand a trading game. I used to live in it. It was fun. Tell me more about this game. Angeli, let's focus on you for a moment.
Okay.
Why is it, for you, such a draw-in? What do you take from this game, and why would you tell other people to buy it?
What I take from it is the fashion. Oh, I love the outfits that you get to wear, the change in your hair, and just running around and making a really beautiful island. So I've just unlocked the ability to make my own paths and to add water features where I like, and dig up cliffs that are annoying, and it's wonderful. I'm currently building my own Zen garden with a sauna sort of spa getaway area.
Oh, one.
You're making
And I just got my third purple flower.
Are you playing now?
What? I am playing now, yeah.
Yeah, we started while you were off getting a drink.
Yeah, I am currently running around my island, just checking that all is okay. I'm currently in the middle of building, like, the entrance to my island, so when you get off the plane, should you come visit me, it looks real pretty, and I've got loads of cherry blossoms everywhere, and it's real nice.
Okay,
I play it a lot with my mum, so, like, I like it to be all pretty when my mum turns up from the airport.
That's like the exact opposite to my actual house. I like it to look all like shit when my mum turns up, so she don't come back again.
Have either of you seen my entrance?
Of course I haven't.
No.
I haven't got the game.
Yeah, but I've posted it on social media.
Oh, I've probably seen it. In the...
Let me just take a photo of it and send it to the group chat.
But yeah, I do love just wearing
Steve.
cool outfits and just running around and like talking to people. And it's nice because obviously I can't see my mum at the moment. It's so when we go to each other's islands, we do like a little WhatsApp call. So we talk and we run around the island together and we just catch up on what we're getting up to.
Oh, does
And
it
it's
have
really-
like in-game chat? I know you have to pay.
It has like a type thing, so you can type, but it takes forever. And there is an app, like it's a Nintendo Switch app.
I know
It
about
does, like,
the
voice chat.
the voice chat app. We know about that one, but would that correlate to this game or?
Apparently it does. I haven't used it before, but I've got it just in case. But it has animal.
Sorry, Dalek sentence just showed up, and it's a JoJo thing.
Yes, you were expecting Tom Nook, but it was me, Dio!
Sorry, Angeli, are you aware of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
No.
I suggest going on to Netflix
Get
when we finish
out.
this call and watching one of the not strangest, but one of the craziest animes out there. It's a good laugh.
Okay, I shall do that.
I was showing JoJo to the missus this week, and it's funny, I've always said that JoJo's is basically the Doctor Who of anime, because it's like a different guy every series and a different setup and a different story. So if you don't like one of them, you can just like go and watch one of the other ones. And I've always said that Jotaro is the Pertwee Doctor of JoJo's.
The one everyone likes.
And she's a big Pertwee girl in terms of Doctor Who fandom. And lo and behold, Stardust Crusaders is her favourite season.
I'm not surprised. I like the Jotaro one. Anyway, we're getting off topic. Angeli hasn't seen
Oh,
it.
fuck off. Fuck off, no, Diamond is Unbreakable is the best series.
Okay, I will look it up.
Yes, you don't have to, but it could help in your life.
Yeah.
Let's carry on with... So, entrances. You make an entrance, a plane lands, someone comes to your island, right?
Yes.
What stops them from just destroying your island? Do they have less...
It's
Yeah,
the best
you used to be
friend
able
thing.
to do that in the early iterations of the game. Someone could just come and take an axe to your whole village.
Well, that's what I mean.
But
There's a lot of trolls out there, Dalek included.
There's a massive... oh, you've seen me play Dark Souls, haven't you?
Yes. What you're known for,
You-
the Dark Souls expert.
They have greatly toned down the effect to which you can affect other people's villages this time around.
Okay.
I think about the worst you can do is tread on the flowers.
Yeah.
And this time around, rather than destroying them, they will just grow back in a day.
All right.
Yeah. You have to have, so if you want to have the ability to use the axe and the shovel, then you have to be best friends with the person whose island you are visiting.
So there's like a tier system of visitor. It's a bit
Yeah.
like Disneyland, like Fast Pass, General Riff-Raff, and then, like, you know, celebrities.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, it's so you have to really trust them to not come along and mess about with your island for you to put them on the best friends list.
Yes, I don't think I could trust any of my best friends on that list.
I have Annie. She is the only person, and my mum. They're the only two people I trust.
Dalek has none, I guarantee it. Right, so you created this island. You said there was a museum involved, so
Yes.
you're not selling everything, you're creating a museum as well?
Yeah, so the first thing that you catch of any bug or any fish, or if you dig up a fossil, you take them to Blathers at the museum. Blathers is an owl. He is my favourite.
He is the bestest boy, and he is too pure for this world.
I love him.
You will have to talk about Blathers, because if I do, then I will start crying.
Oh, he's so wonderful. So I'm a bird person anyway, because I own birds, and I love them dearly. And Blathers is an owl and who's afraid of bugs and who gets very excited by fossils. He's just a super nerd. So when you go to the museum, you bring in your new things that you've caught, and he gets super excited if it's a fossil or if it's a fish, and he wants to tell you all about it, and he tries to make little puns and jokes, and it's super cute. And then if you give him a bug, he gets super scared, and he's sort of like, hey, I could tell you about this, but I'd rather not.
Sorry, I got a present on a balloon while you were talking, and there was a gold nugget in it.
Nice.
Nice.
What does that mean?
Oh, they're just super rare.
So, but you sell nuggets for bells or for miles, or like?
So, once you have gone a ridiculous level of deepness into the game, then you can build gold tools, which almost never break, and you can use those.
Right. So
Yeah.
it's a management
You have
resource.
to catch all fish to get the golden fishing rod, all bugs to get the golden net. You have to help Gulliver, who is a seagull, who often gets pushed overboard of his ship because he's so annoying and washes up on your shore. You have to help him like 30 times to get the golden shovel. I'm not sure how you get the golden watering can. There's like a flower contest probably.
The watering can, you need a 5-star village.
Oh. I'm at 4. I'm so close.
So they rate your village as well. It's like, what? I'm so.
Oh yeah,
confused.
there are 3 levels of rating your village. Your Tom Nook and his hench dog Isabel will rate your village in stars. There's the Happy Home Academy that will rate your interior decoration skills. To the extent that it actually got its own spin-off game.
Oh yeah, the Happy Home, yeah.
Yeah, they made a game of Animal Crossing which was everything stripped out but the interior decoration. And there's also a Feng Shui score. It's an invisible game mechanic, but if you can arrange your furniture according to the principles of Feng Shui, you get better drops, more cash and better item drops in the game. So the game is not only training you to be an awful person, but it's teaching you that everyone is constantly watching you and judging you at every turn.
It's just, I've got to be saying, guys, as a guy that don't have it, I was intrigued when all the little pop-ups come up on Twitter and everything else, and all the screenshots. The more you talk about it, the more I just want to stay away from it. You're not selling this to the population.
I bought 2 copies of this game, one for me and one for the missus. And when I told her I bought it for her, she was like, "But you've spent the last 21 years telling me to stay away from this game."
I had also like stayed away from it, and then the day before it was released, I was like, "Yeah, I'm pre-ordering it." I came in.
So, is there any?
Oh my god! I've just got it. We were the Nooklings all along.
We are Timmy and Tommy.
What am I?
You're a cunt.
Oh yeah, true. So,
TBPF, mate. I like Gulliver in the original better. In the original, he's called Johnny, and he just talks in the worst, most racist, broken English.
I had it on the DS. I never had it on the GameCube or anything, but I got it on the DS in my first year of uni. That was exciting because I didn't do any actual revision or anything for my degree. I just played Animal Crossings all day. It was the greatest.
Yes. And don't we all
You
like
played
it?
Animal Crossing.
Sorry?
You done kids with your Animal Crossing?
Yeah, exactly. I don't care about science. I'm fishing.
Your pierced nipples and your Gears of Wars and your Nintendo PlayStations and your vinyl powder-free gloves and your ejaculating butt plugs and... I'm sorry.
Yes, you once again fell down the Dalek hole of being old.
Dalek hole.
So, once... I don't know where to go with this. Like, I'm trying to moderate a conversation about a thing I don't understand. I'm staring at a doormat that has got fucking Dio on it. What does your entrance look like, Angeli?
Oh, should I take a... I don't know. I can't... I don't know. Let me take a picture.
Take a photo of your entrance and show it to us.
Okay. I will run to my entrance, put my fishing rod away, just ignore that I've got a really cool outfit on. No, come back. My left controller is broken. So
no, not the Joy-Con of death. You need much more.
I fixed my own Joy-Con last month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was
Some
horrible.
very kind person on Twitter, though, bought me a replacement one, so I'm just waiting.
It was horrible. It was like defusing a bomb. And I did it at work.
What?
So, and like halfway through doing it, I was like sweating like a fucking... What would be inappropriate? Sweating like Rolf at a Wiggles concert already. And my hands were shaking because my hands shake anyway, even before I started drinking. And then my co-workers decided that what I was doing looked interesting, so they all just came and sat and watched me silently.
It's always fun.
But yeah, I did manage to get the little fucker out of there and install a new joystick. Total cost of operation, £12.
Oh, that's not too bad. Compared to actually buying a new Joy-Con. Which is terrifying.
Yeah,
True
someone on
that.
Twitter bought me one, so I...
Yeah, all right. Don't show off. The game obviously works. Everyone's playing it handheld, but on a full screen still works. Like if you dock
I'm
it.
playing it full screen at the moment on the TV.
Oh wow! You've got Sakura going on. You've got a little witch hat. Let's have a look at this.
Yes, mine's nice.
Yeah.
I've just sold the house behind me. So
Yeah, I was going to say the big
it's really
sold
close.
sign doesn't bode well for you. Like this is a
So,
lovely
my
island.
latest resident. His name is Gruff. He's a billy goat. Very
Makes sense.
exciting to have him at the island. He has a really hipster beard and sideburns. Very excited.
Yay! I think. I'm just
My-
saying, like, as an entrance sign, as an entry to a place where it's supposed to be idyllic and everything else, you got a massive sold sign in the background. If I'm rocking up at somewhere that's supposed to be my residence for life, and there's a massive sold sign that tells me someone's getting the fuck out of here, I don't really want to be about anymore.
No one's ever lived there. That is I built that house. Put that plot down yesterday. It's sold today.
Okay.
Tomorrow, Gruff will be there.
A day's build. This is an angelic place to be.
Exactly. That's why we pay all them bells.
Yes.
What's
David.
what's weird with the weird glowy orbs? That's the one thing I'm going to ask. And
they're-
I think
my
they're
egg
Easter
lamps.
things, aren't they?
They are my egg lamps for Easter or Bunny Day.
Okay, people listen on the radio that didn't make any sense to. I'll put them up on the Twitter channel if that's all right with you two. And I'll send it off to the Twitterverse once this episode drops.
Yeah, go for it.
Now that Angeli has sent us a photo of her Easter lamps and her entrance with its pink petals, it's time to address the elephant in the room.
The bunny day.
Oh no, I wasn't thinking about the bunny day.
Oh.
I was thinking about what happens when you get residents and decide you don't want them there anymore.
Oh, is that an option?
Don't you get to bitch to...
Well, yes and no. Because you see, officially, there's no simple option to ask them to move on.
There is,
but there is a workaround.
A sledgehammer. It works every time.
There is a workaround. You have to never talk to them. Every time they try to initiate contact with you, you have to turn your back to them, so they're unable to do it. Every time you fuck up and allow them to initiate contact with you, then you have to go straight to Isabel and lodge a complaint about their behaviour. And you can also dig them into their house or fence them into it.
It's so cruel.
So basically, you just have to gaslight the shit out of them until they go crazy.
I love all of my residents. I'm so sad because Maddie is leaving tomorrow. She's like, I'm going to go be a pop star somewhere else. I was like, Maddie, we're friends.
What did you do to poor Maddie? Maddie.
She just said that she's had a good time here, but she needs to move on and get more of a pop star status. So I was like, you do. She asked me for my opinion. She said, should I stay here? And I was like, no, Maddie. If you think that coming off the island will make you a better pop star, you do you, my girl. You do you.
Oh.
Coming off the island, you're making it sound like a drug habit. I've been off the island for 4 months.
Will she survive out in the real world, though, Angeli? If you just sent her to her death?
It's possible. She writes me a postcard every once in a while and just says, hi, I'm not dead.
All suspiciously in Tom Nook's handwriting.
Depends on the animal, really, because I had this animal in the Wii version of the game that would reliably lock herself out at 2:00 in the morning every night. So some of these animals, I suspect, if you send them off into the world, they are going to end up drinking bleach or setting fire to themselves.
It's like putting a sim in a box and just letting them deteriorate to death. That's what you've done to these people. You've given them paradise, and then you're just literally tearing them down until they're not ready to the outside world. This game sounds awful.
Else had paradise and got torn down. The Splash Mountain guy. You know what Splash Mountain is, yeah?
Yes.
The ride.
Yeah, log float.
Yes, the ride.
Yeah.
You know how in theme parks they take a photo of you as you go over the roller coaster?
Yeah.
And then they try and gouge you by selling you the photo for 10 quid when you get off the ride.
Yeah.
Well, with Disney's Splash Mountain, people kept flashing the camera.
Yeah.
Yes.
And of course, as soon as they takes a photo, it goes up on the Jumbotron. So they had to employ somebody to check the photos. They put a 3-second delay in.
Yeah.
And this dude had to sit there, look at every photo, and press the tits in it or no tits in it button that will make it go up on the screen. Now, after 6 months of this, then they just decided to get rid of the photo thing altogether. But for 6 months, there was a guy whose job was to look at zero gravity tits. all day and get paid for it, and then it was taken from him. I like to think that guy killed himself because you've seen Valhalla and then had it ripped from your grasp.
You have such a way with describing shit.
You know what else is funny about Disney World?
Just stop putting your political agenda on a fucking Animal Crossing
It's not
discussion.
political.
No, well, Disney, not yet. Not yet, I say, sir.
Yeah, well, Disney is another one of those things that's just comfortable. It's like, yes, they're objectively consuming the planet, but on the other hand, if there was a revolution tomorrow, I'd lose Mandalorian.
Exactly. Right. Shit.
But yeah, you know Epcot, right?
Yes.
The thing about Epcot is it's kind of like the second choice for most people. And a lot of people do have to take that second choice because, like, people drive from one side of the Americas to the others, like Chevy Chase in Vacation, right?
Right.
And so they've been driving for like 3 days, and they get there at midday, and the Magical Kingdom's been full since like 6 in the morning because of wankers showing up and queuing. But they're not going to waste the day, obviously. So they go to Epcot and they do the pub crawl. Like one drink in every one of the pavilions. And they start off in the Mexican pavilion, which is the first one. And they should start with Mexican beer, but they don't. They start with tequila.
Yeah.
And then it's like off to the Italian pavilion for wine and the German pavilion for beer. And like by the 6th or 7th pavilion, there are people passed out on benches. There are people hanging out of trees. There are people like stuck through the middle of hedges. Epcot is just full of people passed out drunk.
Yeah. And? I don't get the problem. Have you been to
I
Orlando?
didn't say it was the problem. I said it was funny.
Have you been to Orlando?
No.
Yeah,
no,
I went
it's
for
in
my
Florida.
30th to the. I went for my 30th to Disney World.
Right.
It was the best.
You
Everyone
know-
calls you Princess. It's the best thing.
They didn't call me Princess, believe it or not.
Happy birthday, Princess. I hope you're having a magical day, Princess. And I'm like, I am having a magical day. It's my goddamn birthday.
Yes. I ended
So
up in Old Town, Orlando, if anyone's ever been there, where there's a British shop that sells Marmite and beer to people that are just over 18 rather than 21. And it was entertaining. But just so fucking, like, orientated to company fucking vibe.
Florida looked already to me like about as close to a vision of hell on earth as I could possibly imagine. And Tiger King has not done anything to improve my view of
Oh
it.
my god, Tiger King's so good.
I fucking love these cats, man. These cats are my life. And the guy's like gesturing to them with a stump.
Oh yeah, she had the arm ripped off.
Yeah.
Like what?
The
That's a
fact is
bloke.
she's not. No, it's a her.
Yeah.
No, Sappy was a bloke.
Really?
No, she refers to herself as female at one point.
Okay, that will do then.
Weird. That's
So-
weird because the follow-up program I watched referred to Saf as a guy.
Well, that's just the follow-up program. But the point, the whole Tiger King thing is hit the nation, hit the fucking world as like a meme central thing. And basically all I'm getting from it was that there was one guy that kept tigers, and everyone that came to his tiger reserve had to, he decided what they were paid, he decided where they lived, he decided they had to pay him to be there. It sounds a bit like Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe Exotic is Mr. Nook.
Speaking of which, have a look at my Animal Crossing avatar.
And the moustache to meet you, I saw that one.
That is quite something. I enjoy that.
Again, that's no good for podcasting. I'll tell you what, have you got anything else to say on Animal Crossing and why people should buy it? Angeli.
You should buy it because it's fun and lovely and sweet, and you can come visit my island and hang out with me, and I'm pretty cool. So, I mean, that's reason enough on its own. Just hang out with me because I am awesome, Source. And, but also, it's just, it will suck the life out of you, but in a good way.
Like capitalism.
Exactly.
And
you get to wear cool hats.
All right, so there you go. Join this cult with Angeli and wear a cool hat. Dalek, why should people buy Animal Crossing?
Join us.
Come into
the light.
So, as a normal person here on the internet, no, don't go and buy Animal Crossing. It's mad. Nice people play it, but no. What's better is to come and join us at Dem Drunk Blokes. Yes, we will pay you in beer, not bells. And you can do jobs for me, like clean my garden or something. That's basically what they're doing. I think that about sums up what Animal Crossing is, don't you agree?
Yes.
Thanks. That's very direct. Yes. A big yes from Angeli. Darling, any last words to say before you, I don't know.
I just caught a flea in Animal Crossings, if everyone cares. First time, catching a flea.
So you've got fleas in Animal Crossing and you want people to come to your island and share your fleas?
No, some of the villagers sometimes have
fleas.
fleas.
Yeah.
They're animals. So you got to de-flea them.
I don't know. It sounds like you know what you're talking about. I'm just going to sit here and laugh about it.
I'm thinking there's going to be a future generation of the game where you have to get them done as well.
No.
We're taking you to the vet. Come on.
I don't have anything to add. I did finish the Sexy Brutale yesterday, which has been on my pile of shame for like a million years.
Explain.
Have you played Ghost Trick?
No.
It's a game where you're shown a murder and you have to like keep rewinding time and moving the shit about until you can arrange things so that the murder doesn't happen. It's by the same guy that did Phoenix Wright.
Okay. I like Phoenix Wright, yeah.
It's like that, only set in a casino. You like the first murder. This guy is in the chapel and he tries to crack a safe, and then one of the staff goes and gets a shotgun off the wall and walks in on him and blows his brains out. And you can try to get the shotgun off the wall, but it's fixed there, Resident Evil style. And what you eventually do is you find a blank round and you have to slot that into the chamber before the staff member picks the shotgun up. And so when the murder happens, the guy takes aim and fires, and the round just goes click. And he goes, "What the hell?" And that like gives the guy a couple of seconds to the element of surprise to get the drop on him and escape. And it goes on like that. And it's very fucked up. I felt absolutely emotionally battered when I'd finished it. It's like the puzzles of Ghost Trick plus the tightly plotted mansion-based horror of Resident Evil plus the of Silent Hill. And maybe like the sheer cruelty of a Zero Escape game chucked in for good measure.
Sounds
it's not very
awful.
expensive. It's only an indie.
Sounds awful, but entertaining at the same time. Very far
Absolutely.
away from the Animal Crossing special we're supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Dalek, if you want to give yourself an outro, where can people find you?
At the Voice of Sex on Twitter. I'm not doing much with YouTube at the moment.
Yeah, that's obviously due to, I'm guessing, extra work things going on.
I haven't. I haven't had any extra work, but one of the individuals that we're responsible for has got like a temperature of 80.5 at the moment, so it's been silkwood showers all day, every day for us, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's not, well, say fun. It's not that much fun, but that's where you are at The Voice of Sex on Twitter. If you want to join, do you want to put your Animal Crossing friendship bollocks out, or whatever the fuck you do with it?
Oh, you people can come and ask for our details. Somebody just somebody just messages you on Twitter and says, "Hey, can I come in your village?" You can give them a one-time code. It's called a dodo code. You don't actually have to exchange Nintendo friend codes. Oh, fucking hell, another balloon.
Right, so Dalek's done. He's found his balloon. Angelie, where can people find you and all the things that you're
Hey everyone,
up to?
you can find me with Geek Girl Bookworm on all social medias, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I have a Patreon as well with Geek Girl Bookworm where I do miniature painting and commissions and stuff like that. You can find me on Twitch every Sunday, painting up miniatures from UK companies with UK products. So 2020 is the year where I'm trying to boost up some of the smaller UK companies in the miniature war games business. So if you're interested in
chaps, I've got assless chaps.
Excellent.
Was that for Animal Crossing, or was that just random?
Just in general. Amazon!
Amazon! Yeah! Yes, so Angelie does do 3D printing and painting. I can attest? I don't know what the word is. I can give Angelie some kudos for the fact that she did print and paint our Call of Cthulhu character, Kathy Lou. And is being used currently in our Master of Nyarlathotep game, which may be or may not be available to stream in the next couple of weeks. If it's not streaming...
It's turning into like a southern debutante as you speak there.
I don't know.
Why, you're 3D printing, I do a test.
I've obviously watched too much Tiger King.
Nyarlathotep.
I think my back is going all up the wall because I'm looking at the squigglies and they don't look right. But we'll find out later. Or not. So yeah, Angelie, you are on Twitch on Geek Bookworm, blah, blah, blah.
Geek Girl Bookworm.
That's the one.
Not Geek Bookworm, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. The gin's kicking in. Right, so... but you're also doing some streams in the lockdown period with some other players. Where can people find those?
I'm playing Tales from the Loop on a Twitch channel for Maori_nerd.
Maori nerd.
Maori nerd even _nerd. Yes, Evan. You can find the links on my Twitter.
Nerd. You're welcome.
And yeah, we're playing in New Zealand in the 80s, which is where Evan grew up on his island.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I know that.
So I don't know any of the New Zealand slang, and people keep telling me I need to learn some. So
I will teach you some.
Oh, we can
oh my
teach
goodness, it's the nun.
No, bro. No, cuz. Leave out, man. We'll have a hung on Sunday. Don't worry. So sorry, I used to play rugby as a kid, and like all the people that got transferred from other schools are all Maori. Anyway, carry on.
Yes, so I'm playing that on Tuesdays over on his channel, and I've just started up a Twitch channel for Aconite Books, which is the publishing house that I work for. We write novels set in the worlds of your favourite board games, card games, and RPGs. So we have a couple of books releasing in September. We have one based in Arkham Horror World, so Cthulhu Lovecraftian style, but with a little less racism and sexism. And also one set in Keyforge World, the Crucible. So Keyforge, a card game. We've written a anthology of short stories based on the Crucible to add some lore to that world. But we just started a Twitch channel with our Quarren streams, and we're going to be doing interviews with our authors, and I'm writing a RPG based on Keyforge with the help of the people from FFG, and we're going to do some. I'm going to get the authors to play their characters, and we're going to do some RPGing over there, and that's Aconite Books for Twitch.
Do you have a one that's based on Carcassonne, where everyone's just an utter prick?
At some point we will. Well, I don't know if there'll be utter pricks, but...
Well,
yeah,
Carcassonne is pretty much everyone plays a dickhead. But the Arkham Horror board games are brilliant. Buy those. Shit.
And if you're looking for review copies, if you're a board game or card game reviewer and you want review copies of the Arkham Horror book or the Keyforge book, let me know on Twitter and I shall I'll set you up with a link to get those. So I control that.
There you go. Look at Angelique, like plug. Winning. Go and visit them on their Animal Crossing. I've been at Shogun Pumba. You know where to find me. I'm everywhere. I'm part of Demdrop Blokes, or the founder of Demdrop Blokes. Let's just wrap this up at the moment. I'm struggling. Right, Angelique, thank you very much for coming on.
Thanks for
hopefully
inviting me.
we can do something else soon. Darling,
Yes.
don't die. Please don't.
Okay,
There we go.
I'll try.
Yes.
Can I just ask before you go if you've seen the Colour Out of Space movie yet?
No, I haven't. Shush. I want to watch it. That's the Nick Cage one, yeah?
Yes.
Yes, I really want to see it. I've been looking forward to it for a while because apparently it's done properly. But I
It's excellent. It's absolutely excellent.
Someone's just typing. Anyway, thank you so much for being on. We have been Demdrop Blokes. We're at Demdrop Blokes on Twitter, Demdrop Blokes on Facebook. Hopefully this will be edited properly by someone. Or not. It might just be out there.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
It'll be out there in the ether. Let's see. But thank you very much, Angelique. Bye-bye.
I think you should just take it out the back and shoo it away.
Say goodbye, you horrible git.
Goodbye, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
And we'll see you next time, guys. Hopefully,
Yay.
if we're not pulled off by, regulators. Bye.
You be drinking, what you thinking? You be drinking, what you thinking? It's them drunk blokes, it's them motherfucking drunk blokes.